And welcome on out to Avon High School, home of the Eagles, where we have got a great matchup for you tonight here on the all-new WEOL. We've got the Avon Eagles against the Lorain Titans, and it's going to be a great night of basketball as we approach the end of this season. Avon having a good year. Lorain learning, growing, coming off a big win, though. They're second of the season, so we'll see if they can continue playing as well as they did the other night to get a win over Strongsville, or if Avon can keep rolling strong. Michael Keefe, Jared Kozar on the call here from Avon High School as we get ready for this one. But Jared, just kind of tell us, as we get towards the end of this year, we've only got a few games left on the docket. Tell us what kind of implications we're looking at in this game here, especially for the Avon side.
Well, for Avon, again, tournament draws for Avon and Lorain will be a week from Sunday. They're in the larger school division. So different in the state of Ohio this year. Girls 5 through 3. That actually happened on Super Bowl Sunday just 2 days ago. And it'll be girls 1 and 2 along with the boys 3, 4, and 5 happening this Sunday, the 15th. And then following Sunday will be in that large division. But, Lorain in that meat grinder of a league, well, not that the SWC isn't. Certainly we've talked about that all throughout our season. But Lorain, newcomers in the GCC, get their first conference win in an overtime victory over Strongsville on Friday. So they're coming into Avon with a little bit of confidence. They've got some nice numbers here in terms of the crowd that's come over to visit here in Avon tonight. And they're looking to build off of that success in an overtime victory over Strongsville on Friday evening. For Avon, they've put together a couple of really nice victories as of late after kind of stumbling. They got out of the block. Avon was 9 and 2 at one point.
Yep.
And then we saw them. They took out Avon Lake. The good times kept rolling. And then I think that they ran into Elyria, Olmsted Falls, and Berea Mid-Park back to back to back and just lost a little bit of footing in the conference. So they're looking to finish strong. This is obviously not a non-conference. This is a non-conference game, but a couple of big wins recently, avenging a loss over Berea Mid-Park and getting an overtime win of their own against Amherst just this past Friday.
You said it, the SWC feels like every game that happens, you just have no idea who's going to come out on top. That's it speaks to the parity. And again, on the Lorain side, that GCC, I know I see them a lot on the football side of things down in Medina County, but that's a great basketball conference down there in Lorain. Just, spending their first year there, getting acclimated. But, I'm sure Coach Matt Gillian and his group are going to look to rebound strong next year. But they got a chance to make a statement here tonight against the Avon Eagles. Hey, let's give a shout-out to our sponsors here tonight for the Cage matchup. First, Nick Abraham Buick GMC and Nick Abraham Elyria Ford at Route 57 and East Broad Street in Elyria. Lorain County Community College, real education for good jobs. The Lorain Medina Rural Electric Cooperative, your Touchstone Energy partner, and EcoTree Services, your complete tree care company. And far be it for me to look over anything. I introduced me, but if you're watching us on YouTube, you're watching the brilliant camera work of the one and only Zach Sprague over there running the camera. So big shout out to Zach as we get ready for this one. So, Jared, look over to the other side for a minute to the Lorain Titans. It's a team that went into their last game with one win on the season. It's been a rough go for them, but you've seen them a little bit here and there. What do you think? What's the change in the play style you think that happened that caused them to get that win, that first conference win? Because they've got a group of pretty talented young basketball players on this side. So just talk about what do you think happened in that game that kind of made them put it all together.
Well, Rob Polinsky and I caught up with Matt Killian on the Nick Abraham Saturday Sports wrap-up show Saturday morning, and he basically alluded to it. Started with defense, guys that wanted to take on the challenge of going on the road, playing tough defense inside and on the perimeter, and being able to weather the storm. They said that he had mentioned that it were not for closing quarters as strong, they wouldn't have gone to overtime. That Strongsville was able to get a buzzer beater here and there. There was a difference in the game as far as pushing it to overtime. So they'd clamped down defensively against a Strongsville team that got them by about 30 in that first matchup over at Lorain right after the start of the new year.
Well, again, we've got this one coming at you. We're going to take our first break here and get ready for tip-off. Again, it's the 13-5 Avon Eagles going up against the 2-win Lorain Titans. You're joining us for this one on this beautiful Tuesday night, this warm Tuesday night here on the all-new WEOL.
At Nick Abraham Buick GMC, we offer the greatest customer experience around, plus upfront, no haggle pricing and great deals. Right now, lease the 2025 GMC Sierra for just $339 a month. Stop in or shop us at buyabraham.com.
Hi, Tim Elkhorn, radio voice of the Cavs. For several years, you've heard me talk about EcoTree Services on WEOL. Recently, I needed trees removed, so of course, I contacted EcoTree. They did an incredible job. The folks at EcoTree were timely, efficient, and the work was flawless. Take it from me, when your trees need attention or even require removal, contact EcoTree Services. Like me, you'll love their work. Find EcoTree Services online at ecotreeservices.com.
Lorain County Community College is where you'll lock in your future success. LCCC will get you prepared, get you credentialed, and get you working. Lorain County Community College. Your goals, your career, your future. Enroll today.
Lorain Medina Rural Electric offers a quick and easy way to pay bills online, monitor your daily electric use, and receive updates from your cooperative through SmartHub. Members can sign up for this service at www.lmre.org or contact the LMRE office at 440-647-2133 for more information.
At Nick Abraham Elyria Ford, we make it that easy.
This month, get 0% on all 2025 Ford F-150s, including Lightning, regular cabs, super cabs, and Super Duties, plus all Explorers and Escapes.
Stop in or shop us at buyabraham.com.
WEOL.com is your home for local Lorain County sports. See all the latest sports news from around the county, featuring stories by the team at the Chronicle Telegram. Check out our upcoming broadcast schedule to see when your favorite games will be streamed live and free. Find the latest scores all in one place so you never feel behind on the action. And if that's not enough, we have you covered with the latest highlights.
Their pass intercepted by Cowling. Cowling coming the other way. Goes up for the shot, made it, and he's fouled.
WEOL.com, your home for local Lorain County sports.
The national anthem has been played, and we're ready to get things underway. They're going to get the starting lineups announced, and as they do that, we'll also tell you the starting lineups, and we'll do it as they do it down on the court, and we'll start with the Lorain Titans. Again, 2 wins on the season. And they're going to be led in the backcourt by Nehemiah Gardner. Comes in averaging 3 points, 4 rebounds, and an assist a game. Number 2 will be Kane Taliano, the guard, 6'2 junior, 7 points per game. Number 3 is Jeremiah Daniels, the 5'11 junior, 14 points per game. Their leading scorer is Jalen Jackson, 6'2 junior. He averages 16 points per game. And then Javel Morris is going to round out the starting lineup. He averages 11 points, 5 rebounds per game. On the Avon side of things, Gavin Kittleberger, the 6'1 senior, averaging 10 points per game. Dean Abdul, he was super impressive when we saw him against Avon Lake, a defensive and rebounding presence in that game. 6'5 junior, averaging just 5 points per game. Joey Ziegler is the leading scorer for the Eagles, 15 points per game. He's 6'3 junior. Brooks Good, the 6'4 junior, averaging 12 per game. And rounding out the starting lineup for the Avon Eagles, Sam Griffiths, the 6'6 sophomore, averaging 5 points per game. So, Jared Kozar, as we get ready for this one to tip off, just a couple keys to this one for each side.
Well, for Lorain, I don't think you get overwhelmed by that height and the length that Avon's going to throw at you. You mentioned a little bit of a disparity in terms of some of the size and the wingspans those Eagles are going to put at you. Fitting that they would have wingspans and be the Eagles. For Lorain, like I said, you can't get overwhelmed by that. For Avon, you can't look past a Lorain that comes in with just the 2 wins on the year, but again, coming off of an overtime victory, and again, a good crowd behind him that's come over from Lorain. A lot of these road games in the GCC are going to be way further out than what you're going to see tonight. So I think that the fans here are pretty happy to go on the road on a Tuesday evening and not have to make an hour-long trip.
Yes, staying in Lorain County is pretty nice for these Titans fans.
Doesn't happen often, so when it does, savor the flavor.
It's a little different than that trip over to Menor. So here we go again. The 13-win Avon Eagles, the 2-win Lorain Titans getting ready to tip things off here at Avon High School. And we've got it all here on the all-new WEOL as the ball goes up and Avon takes the tip. They give it back to Kittleberger, who brings it across midcourt. Kittleberger's got it. Opening moments of the game, gives it to Ziegler. Ziegler dribbles right side, passes into the corner to Good. Good, looking inside, gets it to Dean Abdul. Back up top to Ziegler. As Avon trying to get something going. They get it inside to Griffiths, who goes up, but he's going to get fouled. And they're going to get Kane Taliano on the foul, and Griffiths will go to the line to shoot 2.
Our officials working tonight's contest are Tom Rainey, Nate Smith, and Tim Reinhardt.
All 3 of which got a nice ovation before the game. As Griffiths puts the first free throw up and in. And that's the first point of the game. 7:37 to go here in the first quarter.
And why not? Veteran crew here on a Tuesday evening, non-conference.
Griffiths hits both free throws. And Avon has an early 2-0 lead. Here comes Lorain. As bringing it down is Jackson. Jackson dribbles right side. Now he's going to get it into the lane. Back up top, this Gardner. Swings it over into the left side. A 3-point attempt for the Lorain Titans is good, and that is Nehemiah Gardner, who hits a 3-pointer. Lorain connects on their first shot. It's 3-2 Lorain. Abdul goes up for a shot in the lane on the other end as Avon got it quickly down into their offensive zone. And as he went up, he got fouled, and he'll go to the line. So Avon, 2 offensive possessions and in 2 trips to the free throw line.
And you can see what they're doing. They're attacking Lorain inside with a 6'5" frame of Dean Abdul that time, and 6'6" on the possession before with Griffiths. So not really a mystery as to what they want to do. They want to make Lorain collapse and try to collect those personal fouls and get in the bonus quicker.
Abdul missed his first free throw, and he misses his second one, but Griffiths goes up and gets the rebound, kicks it up top. Kittleberger's going to fire a left-handed 3-point attempt that's no good, and the ball's going to be tipped out of bounds by Lorain. Avon's going to maintain possession. So it'll be Kittleberger that inbounds the ball under his own basket. Gets it into Abdul on the left wing. He'll dribble up towards the top, and he'll spin. Give the ball to Ziegler for an open 3 in the left corner that's way off. Rebounded by Avon again, though, and it's Good that came down with the rebound and went up for the follow. Hit the shot. That makes it 4-3 Avon. Lorain with the basketball. They're going to swing it around here. They get it into the left corner. This is just a little mid-range jumper that goes off the side of the basket, the backboard. Rebounded by Brooks. Good quickly gets it down the court to Griffiths. Up top to Abdul. Gets it to Ziegler, left wing. Ziegler swings it to Kittleberger, right side, into the lane. Now he's going to kick it up top to Abdul. He dribbles towards the free throw line, now kicks it out to Good, left wing. Get it up top to Kittleberger. He fumbles the pass, but picks it up, and now gets it over to Ziegler on the left side. Ziegler gets a good screen from Abdul, then fires a 3-pointer, and it's perfect. As Joey Ziegler on the board for Avon, that makes it 7-3 in favor of the Eagles. Jalen Jackson has it, right wing. He'll fire a 3-pointer. No good. Rebound. Griffiths comes down with it. And Avon goes the other way. They quickly get it down to Kittleberger. Tries to get it in the lane. Dribbles into double coverage. Now he's just struggling to maintain possession. Gets it up top to Ziegler. He fires a 3 and he knocks it down. And just like that, in the span of about 30 seconds, Joey Ziegler connects on 6 points and makes it 10-3 Avon.
That last one had to be a 24-foot attempt, and he connected on it, and that can make a difference real quick as you see that score elevate to 10.
JaVale Morris brings the ball up. He fires a mid-range jumper. It goes off left rim. Rebounded Ziegler. Here comes Avon. Ziegler across the timeline on the left side. Passes up top to Griffiths. Swings it over to Abdul. Gets it back to Griffiths inside. Runs into a little traffic in there. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by JaVale Morris, who is built like a linebacker.
Yeah, pretty heavy contact there, and I think that's, again, where you see they want to be able to collapse in that middle and try to stop Avon, but that one they jarred the ball loose, but still stays Avon ball.
Sam Griffiths is a big boy. Not many people are going to knock him back the way JaVale Morris just did. And the ball went out of bounds off of Morris, so Avon's got possession. They try to get the ball inside. It's being fumbled around a little bit. Dean Abdul is going to have the ball tipped away from him again, and it goes out of bounds again, and Avon maintains possession. They'll inbound it under their own hoop. 10-3, Avon with the lead, 4:55 to go here in the first quarter. Inbounds tipped again, and out of bounds again off Lorain. Avon will try it again.
Quick hands by Lorain, threatening those passes. You know, they don't want to just concede an open look here. So nice defense by the Titans, trailing 7 here.
Well, over 3 minutes into this game, both teams still have all their starters in. Avon finally gets it into Griffiths, who gets it to Kittleberger up top. Now we've got a whistle, and we're going to get an offensive foul that's going to get called against Ziegler.
Create a little space, maybe. Setting a screen that nobody liked.
Yep. Yeah, that was called against Ziegler, so it's an Avon turnover. Lorain takes over. Here come the Titans trailing. Jackson brings the ball up the court. He gets a screen, dribbles towards the top of the key. Now he dribbles into the key, goes right down the lane. Good look there, but he misses the layup, rebounded by Abdul. Avon brings it across midcourt. Abdul just trying to take it coast to coast, and he does. What a move by Dean Abdul to get into the lane. He goes left side, but finishes with the right hand to make it 12-3. Morris brings it up for Lorain. He swings it over to Daniels. Daniels gets into the lane. He's got a floater that's good look, just can't get it to go. And so far, Lorain's had a bunch of good looks. They just can't get him to go, Jared.
Yeah, dropping it with no threat at all of a second chance opportunity for Lorain. Avon's really dicing them up on the boards right now here, just halfway through the first quarter. Something's going to have to change for Lorain to be able to get a second chance opportunity.
Kittleberger drives into the lane for Avon. He goes up with the left hand, no good. Goes up with a follow, no good. Rebounded by Morris, and here come the Titans. Quintaliano gets it over into the corner to Daniels. Daniels now brings it back towards the top on the right side. Daniels, crossover dribble, gets into the lane. Goes right at Abdul, no good. And rebound being fought for. Taliano comes down with it, and he shoots a nice little fadeaway jumper. And Taliano has his first bucket of the game. That makes it 12-5 Avon. Ziegler gives it to Griffiths, to Abdul. Into the left side to Griffiths. Started by Taliano. He spins and gets it back up top to Good. Good tries to get it inside to Kittleberger. It's knocked away. Picked up by Griffiths, who gives it to Ziegler on the left side. Ziegler tries to get into the lane. He'll go up with a tough right-hand shot. It's no good. Rebounded by Good. Missed the putback, but got fouled, and it'll be Brooks Good that goes to the line to shoot 2.
Another situation where Avon with a second chance opportunity. The first look didn't go. Brooks Good followed it and was fouled. The chance to extend the lead now with a pair of free throws, leading 12-5.
Brooks Good's first free throw is good. Now we're going to get some substitutions. Abel Torres comes in for Lorain. And it's Caden Clapham and Trevor Sikora that come in for Avon.
You know, a lot of depth for Avon, too. We talked about the size and the length. Different look out there with some of their personnel changes, but these guys have played a lot of varsity minutes for Coach Mike Fitch.
Brooks Good connects on both free throws. 14-5 is the Avon lead. 2:55 to go here in the first quarter. Lorain with the basketball. An easy open layup after a good move there by Jalen Jackson. He hits his first bucket. That makes it 14-7. Brooks Good's got the ball. He's going to pull up with a mid-range jumper that's too strong. Rebound being fought for, and it goes out of bounds off Avon, and Lorain will take over.
A little bit of a momentum here, swing for the Titans. They've made back-to-back buckets. Feeling a little bit better about themselves than they were 2 minutes ago.
Avon will pick up kind of a soft zone on the press coverage, and it kind of forces a turnover as Lorain, I think it was just taking his eye off the basketball, was Jackson a little bit there as it got past to him, and it just went out of bounds, so Avon takes over.
I think they were working on the communication, and it just didn't go through by the time the pass got there.
Now for Avon, it's Sikora that brings the ball across midcourt, and we're going to get a foul called, and I think they're going to get Abel Torres, who was defending Ziegler. And Torres does get called for the foul off the ball, so it'll be Avon basketball on the sideline.
They let us know that it's the fourth team foul on Lorain. 2:20 left to play here in the first period. The next one would result in free throws if they commit another one.
And
offensive foul.
This is going to be an offensive foul. They're going to get Caden Clapham on an offensive foul. Another moving screen. And so things have turned sloppy here for a minute in this game as we're getting multiple foul calls.
I think Mike Fitch wants an explanation on the player control foul there for Avon. Just, said, hey, that's twice different guy, but same circumstance. And I think that we can usually agree that if that's consistent, coaches will let it go and say, well, all right, we just have to coach our guys differently, let them know to avoid that. I don't know if Lorain's committed anything on this end. You really haven't seen them have a whole lot of continuity so far.
Julian Turner, the 6'5 senior, checks in for Lorain as they fire a quick three-pointer and connect on it as Jeremiah Daniels has his first points of the game, and that makes it 14-10. Avon with the lead, but again, momentum, and I just talked about him checking in. Julian Turner, with a little bit of size for Lorain, comes in with a big block on Avon. It'll stay with the Eagles.
Another three ball helps to equalize that threat, too, for Lorain.
Scora's got it, gives it to Ziegler at top of the key. Didn't even notice, but Preston Johnson also checked in for Avon. Ziegler gets into the lane, goes up for a shot, and gets fouled, and it'll be Ziegler that goes to the line to shoot two as the foul's called on Julian Turner.
Penalty situation now, but he was going to be shooting free throws either way. Joey attacking the paint and was going to get fouled in the act of shooting. More size coming in for Avon here at the after the free throw is made by Ziegler.
That's all they've got. Just size everywhere.
Usually not a bad problem to have.
You're right. Dean Abdul comes out as Holden Krugman comes in. Ziegler connects on both free throws. That makes it 16-10 with 1:50 to go here in the opening quarter of this ball game. Again, the 13-5 Avon Eagles, the 2-win Lorain Titans. Playing a pretty competitive basketball game so far in this opening quarter. Lorain with the basketball, moving around the top of the key. Looking to get into the lane are the Titans. Now a good pass off to the baseline. Now they'll swing it back to the top to Daniels. Daniels has it, top of the key. He'll fire a three from there. No good off the front iron. Good rebound there for Lorain, though, as Julian Turner is making his presence felt from the get. He's got a putback layup, makes it 16-12. Avon with the basketball. Krugman's got it, gives it to Clapham. Clapham loses the basketball. It's picked up by Morris, and here comes Lorain. Morris gets into the lane. He attacks Krugman. He goes up for a left-handed layup and makes it, and all of a sudden it's a two-point basketball game.
You know, Lorain capitalizing on a second chance opportunity on the putback and then a definitive drive.
Good pass by Kittleberger out to Clapham. Missed a wide-open three-pointer, rebounded by Lorain, and they've got a chance to tie or take the lead. Morris on the right side. He's got it, drives towards the middle, backs his way into the lane. Strong move by the young man who hits a left-handed layup. And Morris ties this one at 16. All the momentum with the Lorain Titans right now. Kittleberger's got it. Listen to this Lorain crowd. Sikora gets into the lane. He tries a little scoop layup. No good. Rebounded Morris. And then he gets fouled. And listen to this Lorain crowd on the road, making some noise for these young men playing a good brand of basketball right now.
And what a comeback that we've seen here. You know, it was a 14-7 game not long ago. They've drawn it to a tie. Again, a couple of second chance opportunities. We talked about that. They had no prayer of that with about the 4-minute mark here in this first quarter. They've changed the script a little bit here.
16-16, Lorain with the basketball as we've got 12 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Lorain passing around, looking for the last shot of the quarter. Clock down to 7. Clock down to 6. They swing it over. It's Daniels. He shoots a three off the front iron, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter as a furious comeback there by Lorain has got this thing knotted at 16 after one. Stick with us. We'll be back with more action here on the all-new WEOL and on the Chronicle Telegram YouTube page.
At Nick Abraham Buick GMC, we offer the greatest customer experience around, plus upfront, no haggle pricing and great deals. Right now, lease the 2025 GMC Sierra for just $339 a month. Stop in or shop us at buyabraham.com.
Lorain County Community College is where you'll lock in your future success. We've helped thousands of people just like you match skills and experience with a career. We can help you train for a career that is in demand right now. You can even work in your field while taking classes. LCCC will get you prepared, get you credentialed, and get you working. Lorain County Community College. Your goals, your career, your future. Enroll today.
Welcome back out here to Avon High School, home of the Eagles, where we had an awesome first quarter. Avon got out to a hot start, but Lorain erased a big deficit, and this Lorain crowd, who, Jared, you talked about, showed up in full force, got loud in this building. Lorain tied it up by the end of the first quarter, and that's how we head into the second quarter with a 16-16 game. Michael Keefe, Jared Kozar bringing you all the action. Zach Sprague running the camera for us if you're checking it out on the YouTube channel. And it's going to be Lorain basketball to start this second quarter. So Lorain inbounds it. And it's Jackson who has it, gives it to Daniels on the right side, gives it back to Jackson, gives it to Morris, who's going to swing it to Daniels, went all the way over to the left corner for a three, no good, rebounded by Lorain, missed the layup, put back, but rebounded again. Julian Turner gave himself multiple chances. He hits a layup and gives Lorain an 18-16 lead. Kittleberger drives hard into the lane for Avon, goes up with a left-handed layup that's no good. Fight for the rebound, it's going to go back to Griffiths, who corrals it and gets it to Sikora on the right side. Sikora drives into the lane. He goes up for a layup, no good, but great rebound and put back there by Gavin Kittleberger. And that evens things up again, 18-all. Lorain with the basketball. It's Daniels who's got it top of the key, gives it over here to Jackson. Jackson's got it left side, swings it all the way over to Morris. He's going to fire a three from the corner, and he's going to connect. Javel Morris hits on the three to make it 21-18 Lorain. Kittleberger spins in the lane on Morris. Great defense by Javel Morris to knock it away. Now there's a scrum for the ball. It's Griffiths that comes up with it. He passes cross court to Sikora, who then tries to get it in under the basket back to Griffiths. And Griffiths gets poked in the eye there by Kane Taliano. An inadvertent move there by Taliano, but it's a foul anyways.
It sounds pretty painful there with the poke to the eye. You don't want to have that happen, but really tough for Kane. He had to climb the ladder to poke him in the eye on that one because giving up some serious size. But, boy, tell you what, that three-pointer by Morris by Lorain, some would think that that's not his shot. He's actually pretty comfortable out there on the perimeter.
So Avon goes up for a shot, misses it. Lorain comes down with the rebound, so Lorain with a three-point lead, 21-18 here in the second quarter, 6.5 minutes to go. Jackson's got it, dribbles right side. It's a screen, now passes it over to Morris. Morris gives it off to Gardner. Gardner left side, gets it into the corner to Morris, tries another three, no good, and a good rebound there by Dean Abdul, and he gets fouled in the process. Julian Turner picks up his second foul, and Avon will have the basketball. Abel Torres checks back in for the Titans. And Ziegler will bring the ball up for the Eagles. 21-18, the Lorain Titans lead. 6 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Kittleberger has it left side, gives it after the screen to Griffiths, but it's stolen by Morris, and now it's a 3-on-2 break for Lorain. Morris goes up with a floater that's too strong. Fight for the rebound under the hoop, and we're going to get a foul called, and it's going to stay with the Lorain Titans. So Lorain had the numbers on the break. Morris, I think, kind of rushed that floater a little bit there. I think he had a pass if he wanted it, but Lorain maintains possession.
Maybe feeling it from that three he stroked just a little while ago, and plus when you're getting out in the break like this with a little bit of momentum, it's tough to defer.
Daniels gets the inbound pass. He's got it on the right side. He goes in for a tough shot over Griffiths. What a move there by Daniels. And we're going to get a timeout by Coach Mike Fitch for the Avon Eagles. It's a 30-second timeout, but with 5:38 to go here in the first half, Jared, Lorain, it's been all Lorain since about the middle of the first quarter. They lead at 23-18.
We talked about it. It was a 14-7 game, so Lorain has made up that, and then they've added 5 to it with that 23-18 advantage here. They're doing it because they're battling Avon on the rebounds. They weren't doing it in the first four and a half minutes of this game. Now they've come down and said, hey, we're going to fight you on this glass, and we're going to create our own opportunities, whether they be defensive rebounds or second chance points. And they've done a really good job of, kind of waiting for an opportunity, taking a higher percentage shot. They haven't really tried to sit there and uncork threes, although they have connected on three too. So that's a nice tool in the arsenal of the Titans right now.
So after the 30-second timeout, Avon inbounds it. It's Sikora. That's going to pass it over to Ziegler, and he's going to give it back to Sikora, finally over the half-court line. Ziegler then passes it inside to Good, who's going to shoot just a short jumper from just inside the free throw line, and Good hits the shot and makes it 23-20.
Well done by Mike Fitch there to call that timeout. get a good play and come up with a bucket, see if they can get a stop here on this end. That would be a pant-hit move to get that timeout called that way.
Getting into the lane and going up strong is Jackson for Lorain. He gets fouled under the hoop, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. 23-20, 5:06 to go here in the first half.
At the free throw line for the Titans, shooting 2 shots, number 11, Jalen Jackson.
Jackson toes the line. First free throw is off the front iron and no good.
These are the first free throws for the Titans this evening. They come with 5:06 here in the first half. Avon 6 of 8 to this point in the contest.
Second free throw is good for Jackson. And that makes it 24-20. Ziegler brings the ball up the court for Avon. Good defense being played by Jackson on Ziegler as he's trying to shake free. He just can't do it. Gives the ball to Griffiths, who swings it over to Sikora on the right side. Sikora gets into the lane. He goes up for an open left-hand layup. He misses it. Brooks Good gets the rebound, goes up for a follow, and he's going to get fouled. And it's going to be Brooks Good going to the line for the 3rd time in this game.
3rd team foul on the Titans here, 4:45 left to go. And yeah, you mentioned they'll be back at the free throw line. I want to talk about the defensive effort that you mentioned with Jackson for Lorain, drawing that Joey Ziegler assignment tonight. And Ziegler, one of the premier players in the area. So Jackson's really got to go at it on both ends, defensively, and of course he's one of Lorain's better weapons on offense. This could be a long evening for him in a 32-minute contest.
Brooks Good hits on both of the free throws as he is perfect from the stripe, and that gives him 8 points for the game, and that makes it 24-22 Lorain. Titans with the basketball, they bring it up. Daniels has it back up top to Jackson, back over left side to Daniels. Daniels is always ready to shoot. I love the way he catches the basketball. He is ready to pull at any time. Lorain still kind of passing it around the perimeter. Daniels gets it inside to Morris. Just a nice little pull-up jumper, a contested jumper from the free throw line, and Morris hit it. And Lorain's going to call a 30-second timeout there. Matt Keeling's got to be very happy about the way his team is playing in this game.
Certainly, especially as we mentioned, down 7 early and able to come away and take a 4-point lead here just about halfway through this second quarter. And, again, Matt Keeling took the timeout, but Mike Fitch got up off the bench and basically said, why would we concede that? Why would we let that happen? They know that Morris can shoot. He's shown him the jumper already. And I think that's one of the things he's going to be frustrated with. The guy knocks one down, he knocks one down, but put somebody on him. Somebody get in there and challenge.
Yeah, it's been impressive to watch Lorain being physical. Again, when we were here and we saw the Avon Lake game, we've seen, obviously, Avon a lot of times. We saw it when you get Joey Ziegler going, you see how good Avon is. Lorain just hasn't let him get going, and that's been another key to this game, as he's been a little frustrated to start this game. Griffiths, after the timeout, is going to take it right hand into the lane. He puts the layup up and in. Sam Griffiths scores his first bucket of the second quarter. That makes it 26-24. Lorain with it. They slow it down. Jackson has it, passes over to Morris, left side. Lorain really spreading things out offensively here. They get it to Daniels on the right side. He dribbles all the way out near midcourt at the logo. Gives it to Jackson on the left. And they're going to get it up to the top of the key, over to Daniels on the left side. He's going to go up for a three. That's blocked by Good. And then ahead to Sikora. Sikora loses his dribble, and then he's going to travel before he can get the ball away to Ziegler. So tough luck there, as Sikora just lost his footing before he could make a pass. A great block by Brooks Good on the three-point attempt, but Avon can't come away with points.
Yeah, it seemed like the full head of steam that Avon wanted, but just one too many steps or a hippity hop there by Sikora. Turns it over. Both teams doing a fairly decent job of taking care of the basketball in this first half with 3:15 left to go.
Morris has it in the left corner, and he'll dribble back up to the top, get it to Daniels. All the way out near midcourt on the left side. And he gets a screen, spins in the lane, gets it to Morris right under the hoop. Morris now trapped it under the lane. Nice behind the back pass, just couldn't be handled there. As now Avon trying to push it. There's a scrum for the basketball. And ultimately, it's going to be a foul called against Lorain. It's going to stay with Avon, as Ziegler was really fighting for the basketball with about 3 different Titans. And they're going to get Julian Turner on the foul, and I believe that's his, is that his second or his third?
It's his third.
It's his third.
So Turner comes in to kind of give them a hope to negate some of that size advantage, but picked up 3 quick fouls, the 4th team foul for Lorain too, so they could find themselves in a penalty situation very quickly here with 2:56 left to play in the first half.
So Taliano spells Turner, and Avon with the basketball. Dean Abdul's got it as he dribbles around, gets into the lane, but then it's stripped away by Taliano, and here comes Lorain. Quickly down the lane is Jackson on the break. He goes up with a beautiful left-hand layup, and Jalen Jackson puts Lorain back up by 4, 28-24. Avon quickly gets the ball down the court to Brooks Good. He wildly misses a layup, and now here comes Lorain quickly. Taliano goes up for a spinning layup in the lane. He gets fouled, and Kane Taliano will go to the line to shoot 2. It's a funny thing that's going on in this game, Jared, because it feels like when it's the half-court offense, Lorain has really slowed things down.
Yep.
They're taking their time offensively. But even with that, it feels like they have really sped up Avon. When Avon has the basketball, it's frantic.
And they've done a good job, like you said, changing pace, switching gears like that. You're exactly right. When they're playing on the offense, they want to make that be a 40-second possession if possible. They feel okay playing that way.
Taliano hits both of the free throws. That makes it 30-24. Once again, Avon just comes down, no passes or anything. Dean Abdul goes right up for a layup. He misses it. Lorain grabs the rebound, but it's Morris that turns it over, and Abdul walks away with it. Now they get the ball to Joey Ziegler. 2:11 to go here in the first half. Lorain with a 30-24 lead over Avon. Ziegler is going to pull up for a three-pointer. It's no good, just a bit short, and it's rebounded by Morris. And Coach Matt Keeling tells him to slow it down as Morris will just kind of walk it across the timeline.
Yeah, they're going to be real deliberate here. Make Avon come out and challenge them at that midcourt line.
Daniels has it, dribbles right side. Going to get it to Morris, top of the key. Three-pointer is up and good. Javel Morris. What a game that young man is having. It's 33-24 Lorain as Avon is in a serious drought. Brooks Good goes up. Again, no passes, no offense for Avon. Good misses a jumper, and Lorain comes down, and they fire up a wild shot. Taliano on just a fadeaway, but a weird play there, as I think it was Good and Griffiths, and Good was dribbling the ball, and it went off Griffiths' foot.
You know, regardless, we're going to walk 65 feet the other way for free throws for Avon. It is the 5th foul for Lorain. Having a conversation on the bench with Kane Taliano about the physicality there. That's his 3rd foul that he just picked up. So you've got 2 Titans with 3 fouls now. And, one of them a starter, a really good contributor in Taliano. And the other guy, your only real hope of size in Turner for Lorain. So there's going to have to be some personnel decisions here for Matt Killian and company over the last 119. And then when they get in the locker room, too.
Sam Griffiths was good on his first free throw. Second one is too strong, rebounded by Jackson with 1:15 to go here in the first half. Lorain's got the basketball. He gives it over to Daniels, who swings it over to Morris. Morris gives it back to Jackson. As now they'll get it to Daniels. He's got a wide open three-pointer that's up and no good, rebounded by Dean Abdul. Abdul will give the ball to Caden Clapham, who's going to fire it down the court all the way to Griffiths, who catches it right under the basket and goes up and lays it in. And Lorain is now going to really slow it down. 33-27, Lorain with the lead. Morris has it right side, gives it up to Daniels, swings it over to Jackson, back to Daniels. Again, Lorain just kind of playing keep away here as the ball gets tipped out of Jackson's hands by Clapham. It goes out of bounds, but it'll stay with the Titans.
Yeah, Matt Killian wants to see if he can bleed this final 35.3 and come away with another shot at the basket before the intermission, and at the minimum take that 6-point lead into the locker room with you.
Lorain's got it. Jackson goes into the lane against 2 tall defenders. He misses a layup but grabs a rebound and puts it back. Jackson. So Jackson went up with the layup. He got it. Little talking little extra action going on after, a little delay of game on Lorain, but in any case, it's 35-27. Lorain with the lead with just 20 seconds to go. And then Avon turns it over. Daniels with the steal. He goes up for a layup, but gets fouled. And it's going to be Daniels that goes to the line to shoot two.
And this is not the way that Mike Fitch and company wanted to close out this quarter. They thought they were going to get a look at the bucket and try to cut into that one. 2 shots coming for Daniels here. Terrific move to steal that pass.
Yeah, athletic. 19 seconds to go here. They caught Preston Johnson on the foul. Daniels misses the first free throw. 35-27, the Lorain lead. As we approach halftime. Make sure you stick with us at halftime. We'll talk about what we saw here in the first half, give you stats, scores from the area, and more. As the second free throw is no good, rebounded by Avon, and Ziegler that has the basketball. 15 seconds to go in the first half. Avon looking to close things out on a high note. Ziegler dribbles left hand. He goes all the way into the lane, goes up with a wild shot. It's no good, but he gets fouled, and I think they're going to get Morris on the foul, and it'll be Ziegler that goes to the line to shoot two.
And I think that was another conversation maybe that the Titans were going to talk about while we had a little bit of a break there was, hey, don't foul on this, because we're already in the bonus, or they're already in the bonus, meaning Avon. So chance to shoot free throws and cut into the lead. Probably not the guy you want to put the line either in Joey Ziegler.
Well, an aggressive move there by Ziegler, and Lorain almost got through it, though, the entire second quarter. I mean, I think a big reason, again, they're on this run as Ziegler's second free throw is up and no good. Rebounded by Abdul, but the ball gets stripped away. There's a scrum on the floor. Abdul gets it out to Clapham, who finds Ziegler right under the hoop, who's going to lay it up. And Ziegler hits a layup right before the half to cut into the Lorain lead. It's 35-30. Avon trails Lorain. Now we've got a little action out on the court. Let's just make sure everything's good. No, we're going to say it's halftime. I don't know what the Avon complaint was there, but all is said and done. And it's Lorain with a 35-30 lead here at the half. We'll take a break. We'll be back with the halftime show right here on the all-new WEOL and the Chronicle Telegram YouTube page.
At Nick Abraham Buick GMC, we offer the greatest customer experience around, plus upfront, no haggle pricing and great deals. Right now, lease the 2025 GMC Sierra for just $339 a month. Stop in or shop us at buyabraham.com.
Lorain Medina Rural Electric offers a quick and easy way to pay bills online, monitor your daily electric use, and receive updates from your cooperative through SmartHub. Members can sign up for this service at www.lmre.org or contact the LMRE office at 440-647-2133 for more information.
Are you undecided about your future and overwhelmed by the options? Well, don't worry, you're not alone. Lorain County Community College has helped thousands of students just like you find their future career. From short-term training programs to transfer options all the way to bachelor degrees, our programs are designed to set you up for future success. Lorain County Community College, your goals, your career, your future. Enroll today.
Hi, Tim Elkhorn, Cavs radio voice. Recently, we had some trees removed. So again, singing the praises of EcoTree Services. In a few hours, EcoTree had removed the unsightly trees, cleaned the debris, and opened the area for a new fence. I can't say enough good things about the people at EcoTree. I've used them several times, always thrilled with their work. If you have trees that require pruning or need to be removed, contact EcoTree, a local business that deserves your business. They've earned mine. Go to ecotreeservices.com.
At Nick Abraham Elyria Ford, we make it that easy.
This month, get 0% on all 2025 Ford F-150s, including Lightning, regular cabs, super cabs, and Super Duties, plus all Explorers and Escapes.
Stop in or shop us at buyabraham.com.
It is halftime here at Avon High School, where the visiting Lorain Titans, in a bit of a shocking turn of events to start this game off, played a phenomenal first half, and they have a 35-30 lead over the Avon Eagles, as Avon had a nice little ceremony to start the halftime performance here. As what else is new here for Avon? State champions get one at this high school apparently this year. Their dance team won a state championship. They honored them at the half. So what is that, four? Is that four state championships this year?
Right. So congratulations to the dance team here. And Eric Frombach showed up in his dance team T-shirt tonight. He's not out there dancing, don't worry. Avon Athletic Director just running traffic and the master of ceremonies here this evening. But that's what's going on.
Listen, don't underestimate the dance move abilities of one Eric Frombach. You never know what kind of moves that guy will throw at you. Anyways, on the basketball side of things, again, Michael Keefe here, Jared Kozar, Zach Sprague running the camera. But Jared, I mean, we sat here and talked about it's a Lorain team that came into last week, or their last game against Strongsville with just one win on the season. That does not look like a 1 or 2 win basketball team out there. That's a Lorain basketball team that played a great first half here against Avon.
They really did. And they came out there after, having to collect themselves a bit in that first quarter, and they did just that, and maybe didn't close out the half they would have liked to, giving up the bucket there at the end after the free throw was missed, and Abdul came away with a second chance for Avon. But give the Titans credit, 5-point lead on the road against a really talented Avon Eagles ball club. Yeah, playing with some confidence following that overtime victory over Strongsville on Friday.
On the other side of things, Jared, if you are Coach Mike Fitch of Avon, at least if it was me, I think the message to your boys at the half is let's kind of get ourselves in control offensively. They had way too many possessions where one player would grab the ball, dribble it coast to coast, and go up for a layup against three different defenders. They weren't really passing the ball very well. They weren't generating good looks for themselves, just offensively. A very sloppy first half for Avon. So that's got to be the message is, boys, we got to slow this thing down. I mean, we can still play with pace, but we need to make some passes. We need to get some better looks.
I think if Mike Fitch is talking to his team right now, he's saying, here's what I liked. And it was we attacked them defensively. We attacked them in the paint. We tried to use our size advantage. That worked. We're doing good on the glass. We're making that happen. We're going to the line. We just got to put some bodies out there defensively and stop those shooters, because for Lorain, they've got 4 3-pointers in that first half of play. And, they're conceding a couple of looks, are the Avon Eagles, in terms of that mid-range game as well. We talked about it. Morris is having a really nice ball game, and he hasn't really gone inside at all.
Yeah, that's right. He hasn't at all. Speaking of scoring, let's talk about the individual scoring stats. While, Jared, you keep working on scores and other things from around the area. But let's start with the leading Lorain Titans, and they were led by Javel Morris, who was just awesome in this game. Kid's just a sophomore. He's built like a Division I college football linebacker. But Javel Morris, 12 points, including 8 in that second quarter. He was awesome in the first half. Next up for the Titans was Jalen Jackson. He had 7 points in the first half. Jeremiah Daniels had 5 points in the first half. 2 players had 4. That's Kane Taliano and Julian Turner. And then rounding out the scoring for Lorain in the first half, Nehemiah Gardner had 3 points. The first bucket of the game for Lorain was a Gardner 3-pointer, and that's how he wound up the first half. On the other side for the Avon Eagles, they are paced by Joey Ziegler, 11 points. He had 8 in the first quarter. He had none until we had less than 20 seconds to go in the second quarter, and he had 3 big points to help Avon cut into this lead before the half. So he's pacing Avon with 11. Brooks Good has 8. 6 of those have come from the free throw line, where he is a perfect 6 from 6. 7 points for Sam Griffiths, and then 2 points for Gavin Kittleberger and 2 points for Dean Abdul. And that is the scoring stats for each team. Jared, what other kind of stats you got for us from this first half?
Well, in the first half for the Avon Eagles, again, down 5 here at the intermission, 35-30. They were 9 of 29 from the field, just 31%. They were pretty active, 2 of 6 from downtown, where they really kind of made a difference, at least in terms of, I think, following the execution and game plan, was 10 of 14 at the line. They went there early, they went there often, and they converted on the bulk of their attempts. So I think if they can put that to work, they feel good about that in the second half as well, getting Lorain into foul trouble again. Decided size advantage for Avon in terms of what they have in their starting lineup coming off the bench. You name it, they've got size and length that Lorain's going to have a hard time competing with. 21 rebounds, 6 turnovers for the Eagles in that first half of play. So you can see they're beating them on the glass. For the Lorain High Titans, again, 35-30. They've got a lead here by 5 at the break. They were 14 of 30 from the field, so nearly 50% of the night so far. 4 of 11 from downtown, so that's been a difference too. They've made 2 more threes than Avon. 3 of 6 at the line, so 50% there, not going there a whole heck of a lot. 14 rebounds, and they turned a lot of that on halfway through that first quarter. They were getting soundly beaten on the glass throughout most of the first quarter, then changed things around a little bit, got a little tougher, battled a little inside. We talked about it. It may have hurt them from a foul situation as you've got 2 guys with 3 for Lorain who played serious minutes in that first half. They'll have to do a little bit different as far as their defensive alignment is concerned to open up this second half of play. The Titans came away with 14 boards, just 3 turnovers in that first half of play, so that's also a key for them. Avon was not able to speed them up and force them into making unforced errors and poor decisions there. So pretty solid all-around performance for the Titans who, like we said, they're going to give up some size, they're going to give up some looks inside, but they're right now they're not just hanging, they're dictating the pace, 35-20.
Well, we'll take one more break here on the halftime show. When we come back, Jared, we'll get some scores from around the area, and it'll be time to tip things off for the second half. Again, 35-30 is the halftime score. Lorain with the lead. We'll be back with more on the all-new WEOL and the Chronicle Telegram YouTube page.
At Nick Abraham Buick GMC, we offer the greatest customer experience around, plus upfront, no haggle pricing and great deals. Right now, lease the 2025 GMC Sierra for just $339 a month. Stop in or shop us at buyabraham.com.
Lorain County Community College is where you'll lock in your future success. LCCC will get you prepared, get you credentialed, and get you working. Lorain County Community College. Your goals, your career, your future. Enroll today.
WEOL.com is your home for local Lorain County sports. See all the latest sports news from around the county, featuring stories by the team at the Chronicle Telegram. Check out our upcoming broadcast schedule to see when your favorite games will be streamed live and free. Find the latest scores all in one place so you never feel behind on the action. And if that's not enough, we have you covered with the latest highlights.
Their pass intercepted by Cowling. Cowling coming the other way. Goes up for the shot, made it, and he's fouled.
WEOL.com, your home for local Lorain County sports.
At Nick Abraham Elyria Ford, we make it that easy.
This month, get 0% on all 2025 Ford F-150s, including Lightning, regular cabs, super cabs, and Super Duties, plus all Explorers and Escapes.
Stop in or shop us at buyabraham.com.
And welcome on back. Again, halftime here at Avon High School. We get ready to kick things off for the second half. Jared, you've been working on some scores at least. What do you got from around the area?
Doing pretty well right now. At the half, it is Elyria leading Westlake 40-36. Also at the break, Amherst has a commanding lead over Midview 43-21. End of 3, Clearview over Open Door 62-41. That's a list of what we have going on right now. More scores hopefully in the postgame. We'll see if we can get you some finals as well. But, yeah, we'll look around Lorain County right now in a weird slate tonight because it's not really conference action unless you're Amherst and Midview doing battle in SWC play.
I don't know what you're talking about. That's a classic Columbia Station versus Cuyahoga Heights matchup.
It happens all the time. It did used to back in the day. Tom Evans used to talk about that being the premier matchup every year.
Oh, we are getting, I don't know what's going on. The start of the game, or the start of the second half here, Avon has the basketball, and Lorain's going to get called with a foul, but Coach Mike Fitch is getting into it with one of the officials down here, so we'll see what's going on with that, as I think Mike Fitch has to be careful here. Avon with the basketball. They trail 35-30 at the start of the second half here. Joey Ziegler going to pull up for 3 on the right side. He gets fouled on that 3-point attempt, and Joey Ziegler will go to the line to shoot 3 free throws.
And I guess that's the second thing of that is, with that exchange, both those fouls went on Lorain, and Mike Fitch seemed to have a little bit of a concern with Tom Rainey. Tom Rainey explained to him that he was done explaining, and that was that. But 2 fouls picked up by Lorain in the first 16 seconds of this third quarter.
Ziegler hits his first free throw attempt. I believe both of the fouls against Lorain went on Nehemiah Gardner, so he immediately comes out after just 16 seconds as Ziegler misses his second free throw. And back into the game, Abel Torres for Lorain. Ziegler, one more free throw, 35-31. The free throw attempt up and perfect. Ziegler hits 2 of 3, gives him 13 points on the game, and that makes the lead 35-32 Lorain. Jackson has it out near midcourt, gives it to Daniels. They're just going to kind of weave it now. as Morris is going to give it back to Jackson. He gets a screen. Jackson dribbling top of the key, gets into the lane. He goes up, and he gets fouled. As we'll see who they call the foul on, but it's going to be Jackson that goes to the line to shoot 2. They call the foul on Ziegler.
Is second. At the free throw line for the Titans, 2 free throws, number 11, Jalen Jackson.
You hear the PA announcer here at Avon High School, Jalen Jackson. Going to shoot 2 free throws. First one is up and off the back iron, no good. 6'2" junior. Jalen Jackson averages 16 points per game. He's only got 7 in the first half, which I guess is pretty much halfway to 16. It's close. Jackson misses both free throws, and we're going to get a lane violation against Avon. Jackson's going to get to shoot another one.
Which is kind of interesting because Lorain had conceded that entire process there, holding their guys out of the lane. They had one Titan there available to get a rebound against 4 Eagles. I don't know why you needed to get that sort of a head start if you're Sam Griffiths.
Well, and Lorain makes them pay for it as Jackson goes to the line and hits that free throw. And that makes it a 36-32 game with Lorain in the lead. Ziegler passes the ball to Abdul over to Griffiths on the right side. Ziegler has it again, top of the key. He dribbles left side, step back jumper, no good off the front iron. Rebound by Lorain. And now they're quickly getting the ball down the court. Daniels has it. He goes right at Ziegler. He misses a layup, gets his own rebound, and puts it up and in. Jeremiah Daniels has a bucket, makes it 38-32. Quickly, it's Kittleberger down the lane. He scores for Avon.
Kittleberger with a relatively quiet first half, so good to see him get a bucket here to begin this third period of play. On the flip side, Lorain attacking, doing what they wanted to do and what gave them success in that second quarter.
3-point attempt for Lorain is no good, as firing that one up was Abel Torres. Ziegler came down with the rebound. Ziegler all the way down the lane. He tries to get the ball inside to Kittleberger, but he leads him a little too far. It goes out of bounds, and it's a turnover. Avon gives the ball right back to Lorain.
And being harassed by Torres that entire way down the court was Ziegler before. Maybe that caused the turnover, who knows, but Torres got to be careful. There's a lot of contact there the whole way.
38-34 Lorain, and they've got the basketball. 6:15 to go here in the third quarter. Daniels has it, being harassed by Dean Abdul. Then he goes around Abdul, gets into the lane, puts it up. It's no good, but he's going to go to the line to shoot 2, as I think they're going to get Kittleberger on the foul, and that is who they get. So Daniels with a strong move there, uses his speed and gets to the line.
And that'll be his third foul for Avon. Kittleberger, he'll have to take a seat, I would imagine. Again, we talked about him not having a huge contribution in the first half. Maybe part of that was the 2 fouls. If Lorain could sink free throws, this might be getting away from Avon, really, at this point. They were 50% in the first half, 1 of 3 here now.
Daniels misses that first free throw. He steps the line, shoots another one. That one's good. Jeremiah Daniels, 3 points in this third quarter, makes it 39-34 Lorain. Sikora checked in to replace Kittleberger. As Brooks Good is going to get the ball inside to Sikora. He goes up for a layup that's no good. Rebounded, though, by Abdul. Abdul gets it to Good. Good all the way into the right corner. Ziegler pump fakes, then he goes into lane, goes up for a layup that's no good. But he draws a foul as JaVale Morris bumped him. And it's going to be Ziegler that goes to the line again to shoot 2. And it is a free throw contest here so far in the third quarter.
Yeah, we're not even 3 minutes into this third period of play. It felt like there's no rhythm to it. Lorain 3 team fouls, Avon with 2 of their own. Ziegler doing, I think, what he had in mind, though, just attacking, missed that free throw right there. But, he good ball fake, put the ball on the floor, strong move and attack, knew he was going to draw contact.
Ziegler splits another pair, so 2 of 4 for him from the line. Well, sorry, I think 3 of 5 for him from the line.
Dating back to the first half, and he missed. Might have got 2 of 3. He had 3 on that one. Right. So you're right, but in the first half he also split a pair.
That's math. That's my math.
We're really good at that.
Yep. Lorain's got the ball inside. Blocked, though. Great block there by Sam Griffiths as Taliano went up for a layup, and Griffiths erased it. Now Avon. Ziegler drives all the way into the lane. He goes up for a layup. It's knocked away from him. Good corrals it. And they get the ball over to Sikora right side. He gets it to Dean Abdul. He goes up for a shot. It's up, and he gets fouled. And Dean Abdul go to the line to try to convert a 3-point play.
And Lorain fans want travel, not the foul. They're a little bit beside themselves here as they're looking at the possibility of this lead evaporating now. If Abdul can convert the free throw, it would be just a 1-point lead for the Titans here. And again, got another foul on Lorain, 4 team fouls with still 5 minutes and 9 seconds left to play here in the third period.
So Abdul, 1 free throw to try to complete the 3-point play. He does hit that free throw. And all of a sudden we got a 1-point game here as Avon has cut into that lead. It's 39-38 Lorain with 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Jackson swings it over to Daniels. Daniels back up top to Jackson. He pump fakes, then gives it back to Daniels. Guarded by Sikora, back up top. They're swinging the ball around. Torres has it, back to Jackson. Back to Torres. He gets into the lane. He's got a wide open left-handed layup. And Abel Torres hits his first bucket of the game, but quickly Avon comes back down the court. It's a missed layup by Sikora, but Sam Griffiths comes in and slams the putback dunk to make it 41-40. With a get up on Sam Griffiths to put that ball back.
He doesn't have to go far, does he? At 6'6".
Strong move here for Lorain, but a missed layup. And Julian Turner back in the game, and Griffiths gets the rebound. Quickly, Avon comes down. Griffiths, he's feeling it right now. He puts up a 3, and he hits it. And it's a Sam Griffiths show right now in Avon as the Eagles have reclaimed the lead, 43-41. 5 quick points for Sam Griffiths. And now Lorain got to get back into their offense. In fairness, they've gotten some good looks recently. They just haven't been able to hit them. So we'll see what they get here. Morris is going to fire a 3-pointer that's up and off the front iron. No good. Rebounded Sikora. Here comes Avon. Sikora across the timeline. Dribbles right side. Gets it to Dean Abdul up top. Gets it to Griffiths left side. Ziegler's got it top of the key. He fires inside to Good. What a pass by Ziegler. Good hits the floater. What a look there. What an assist. And a nice finish by Brooks Good to make it 45-41 Avon.
Great pass by Ziegler to find Good. Good, all kinds of athleticism, and oh yeah, he's 6'4", so that helps too.
A useful stat. Morris has it, he dribbles down the baseline. Ball gets tipped away, and Lorain recovers, and now we're gonna get a timeout as the Lorain Titans are gonna talk this thing over. Matt Killian wants to discuss it with the boys. This is gonna be a full timeout, so we'll take a timeout. Avon with a 45-41 lead here in the third quarter. It's the all-new WEOL and the Chronicle Telegram YouTube page.
Are you undecided about your future and overwhelmed by the options? Well, don't worry, you're not alone. Lorain County Community College has helped thousands of students just like you find their future career. From short-term training programs to transfer options all the way to bachelor degrees, our programs are designed to set you up for future success. Lorain County Community College, your goals, your career, your future. Enroll today.
In the timeout here, Lorain talking it over right now. Avon outscoring the Lorain Titans 15-6 in this third quarter. It was 35-30 at halftime. It's 45-41 now as Avon has really come out and brought the aggression and brought the attitude a little bit here in this third quarter, and it is paying off for him, Jared.
Good timeout by Matt Killian to maintain possession and try to recollect themselves a little bit. Avon's hit their last 3 shots, one of those being a 3-pointer by the biggest man on the floor, and I think he kind of let the Lorain Titans hear about it on his way back on defense too. There's a little bit of John by number 34, Sam Griffiths, out there for Avon, but after that exchange, why not? I mean, I think he's feeling it, like you said, but a good timeout by Matt Killian to say, hey, let's get back on track here. We can still close this quarter strong.
Out of the timeout, Lorain with the basketball. Jackson dribbled into the lane, now kicked it back out to Daniels. Daniels gets it to Morris. Back over to Jackson on the right wing. Jackson gets a screen, kicks it up to Morris, gets it over to Daniels. He tries to get it into the corner, and it's stepped out of bounds by Dean Abdul. It'll stay with the Titans.
You know, we talked about the foul trouble for Lorain. You've got Turner with 3 fouls and also Kane Taliano with 3. So
I think he picked up his 4th.
He's really not having guys, it was 4 on him. Okay. He's not having those 2 on the floor at the same time right now. And you can understand there's not a lot of options for Killian and the Titans size-wise.
Well, there you go. That's what Lorain needed right there. as Jalen Jackson hits a three-pointer. And that makes it 45-44 Avon. Ziegler's got it. He dribbles left side into the lane and finishes with a left-hand layup to extend the lead back to 47-44. Daniels got a wide-open three-pointer. He's going to hit it. And these two teams are trading punches right now. Jeremiah Daniels hits a three to make it 47-47. 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Griffiths has it. Good. Passes inside to Sikora. Goes up with a left-hand layup. That is perfect. Great play call there by the Avon Eagles. And they're back on top, 49-47. Jackson has it for Lorain. Gives it over to Daniels. Daniels dribbles top of the key. Back to Jackson. What a game. What a game this has been between these two teams. Jackson gives it to Morris on the left side. He'll pull up for a long two, and he connects on it. That's Morris's first basket of the second half, and that makes it 49-49 with 1:15 to go here in the third quarter.
I believe he thought that was a three. A little bit disappointed, but the young man's having a great night shooting from the outside.
Ziegler tried to dribble into the lane. He got the ball taken away from him, but then a travel is called as Julian Turner tried to get the ball over to one of his teammates, and he just kind of picked the ball up a little too early. He traveled with it, and he gives the ball back to Avon.
Trading turnovers with 1:08 left to play, and this is finishing a lot stronger than it started in this third quarter for sure.
Sikora's got it, gives it to Griffiths. He's harassed by Morris out there. Griffiths gives it to Clapham, back to Sikora. Sikora, a deep three from the top of the key off the front iron. Griffiths goes up for the rebound. Now there's a scrum for it on the ground. It's still loose down there as everybody's fighting for it, and I think we're going to get a jump ball.
It's going to go to the Titans on the jump ball.
Yes, somewhere down there in all the mess, it was Isaiah Maldonado, who we have not seen much of in this game, but he wound up with the basketball down there in the tie-up for Lorain, and the Titans get the ball with 47 seconds to go.
I'm going to say that was the smallest guy on the floor fighting the biggest guy on the floor for possession.
That's right. Jackson has it for Lorain. He's got a wide open lane to the hoop. He's going to try to throw it down, but he misses the dunk. Avon comes away with it. Here comes Ziegler. He dribbles right side, tries to get the ball inside. It's stolen away. Now they're going to get the ball back to Jackson. Lorain, Jackson finishes the layup, puts Lorain up 51-49. Quickly back down the other side is Avon. They throw it away again. 19 seconds to go. Daniels tries to get the ball to Jackson, but he throws it out of bounds. Just a bit of a careless pass there, but whoa. The energy by the Lorain Titans defensively leading to offense, and they've got a 51-49 lead with 15 seconds to go. Sikora's got it, 10 seconds. He brings it across the timeline, gives it to Joey Ziegler. Ziegler is going to fire a three-pointer from deep. He misses it, and it's going to be rebounded by Lorain. A long shot at the buzzer is no good, and the Avon Eagles and Lorain Titans are going to the fourth quarter. Lorain with a 51-49 lead. You want to stay tuned. This is going to be a great fourth quarter. We'll be back with more on the all-new WEOL and the Chronicle Telegram YouTube page.
At Nick Abraham Buick GMC, we offer the greatest customer experience around, plus upfront, no haggle pricing and great deals. Right now, lease the 2025 GMC Sierra for just $339 a month. Stop in or shop us at buyabraham.com.
Hi, Tim Elkhorn, radio voice of the Cavs. For several years, you've heard me talk about EcoTree services on WEOL. Recently, I needed trees removed, so of course, I contacted EcoTree. They did an incredible job. The folks at EcoTree were timely, efficient, and the work was flawless. Take it from me, when your trees need attention or even require removal, contact EcoTree Services. Like me, you'll love their work. Find EcoTree Services online at ecotreeservices.com.
And it is fourth quarter time, and what a ball game we have had here at Avon High School. And this is why you don't judge the game by the records. This is a Lorain team that came into this game with 2 wins. It's an Avon team that came into this game with 13 wins. And right now, heading into the fourth quarter, it's 51-49. Lorain with the lead as they try to steal one here from the Eagles. Michael Keefe, Jared Kozar with the call here from Avon High School. Zach Sprague on the camera. But Jared, what a game. What a game.
Couple of quick turnovers there forced by the Titans, and following the missed dunk by Jackson, They get the ball back, and you thought he might do it again. Wisely said, I'm going to go for the layup, put my team up by 2. And that was a big momentum carry into this fourth quarter.
Avon starts the fourth quarter with the basketball, trailing by 2. Kittleberger into the lane. He's going to fire it up top for a wide-open three-pointer that's no good, rebounded by Lorain. As it was a good look for Preston Johnson, he just couldn't connect on it. Jackson fires it over to Daniels. I'm not sure these two guys have come out of the game, or Morris, this entire game. As Jackson dribbles it around, he's going to fire it top of the key. Three-point attempt is good. Isaiah Maldonado, his first shot attempt of the game is a 3 in the fourth quarter, and he buries it to make it 54-49. Kittleberger gets it over into the corner. Clapham now gets it at the top of the key. Can't tell, Avon is frantic. Joey Ziegler. And we're going to get a timeout, I believe. Avon is going to call a timeout. As Lorain, what a start to the fourth quarter, and it's going to be a full timeout for Avon. So we'll take a break to catch our breath. 54-49 is the score right here on the all-new WEOL and the Chronicle Telegram YouTube page.
At Nick Abraham Elyria Ford, we make it that easy.
This month, get 0% on all 2025 Ford F-150s, including Lightning, regular cabs, super cabs, and Super Duties, plus all Explorers and Escapes.
Stop in or shop us at buyabraham.com.
Lorain Medina Rural Electric offers a quick and easy way to pay bills online, monitor your daily electric use, and receive updates from your cooperative through SmartHub. Members can sign up for this service at www.lmre.org or contact the LMRE office at 440-647-2133 for more information.
Out of the timeout here, 7:09 to go in this ball game. Lorain with a 54-49 lead over the Avon Eagles. It's going to be Avon basketball out of the timeout.
Couple of final scores to pass along. It was Clearview upending Open Door 77-56. In Columbia, you talked about that big-time rivalry. They get the better of Cuyahoga Heights, 56-48.
Johnson with the basketball for Avon, gets it over to Good on the left side. Good dribbles towards the middle, then he's going to swing it over to Caden Clapham. Clapham on the right side, gets it over to Good, who's got a wide open dunk, and he throws it down with 2 hands. As Good throws it down, that's his first bucket of the fourth quarter, makes it 54-51. Lorain with the lead. Jackson dribbles the ball up. He dribbles onto the right side, down the baseline. He's got a layup that is perfect, up over Dean Abdul. And Jalen Jackson. And we're going to get a technical foul called against Lorain.
Delay of game warning after the bucket, and that is going to result in a tee.
Ooh.
That is a tough way to go.
So I think Jackson hit that layup and then just kind of swatted the ball away from Avon.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like an unsportsmanlike thing, but 2 delay of game penalties always results in a technical. Stepping in the line to shoot is Preston Johnson. That's his first point of the game as he connects on the first free throw. And he'll get another one here, and then Avon will get the ball back. 6:34 to go in the ball game. 56-52 is the Lorain lead. Johnson hits the second free throw. That makes it a 3-point game, and now Avon will get it sideline out of bounds. Caden Clapham will inbound. As he'll get the ball into Kittleberger in the backcourt. Kittleberger being harassed by Daniels. Picks up his dribble, gets it to Dean Abdul. Top of the key, swings it over to Good. Looks Good, dribbles into the lane. Got the ball near the free throw line, and then we're going to get a reach-in foul called as it's going to be 13 Isaiah Maldonado that picks up the foul there. It'll be Avon basketball under the hoop.
Man, Matt Killian wants an explanation there, just basically saying that, these guys are pretty big. How can you call that a reach-in? Can you really see what's going on? I got a smaller guy out there. What's he supposed to do?
Well, the ref said, hey, he's supposed to not foul. The ball hits the deck. Good hits the deck. He finally gets the ball up to Kittleberger. Good job there by Good to get that ball back for Avon. Near turnover, but they maintain possession. Kittleberger got it near the top of the key. Now it is going to be a turnover as Jackson grabs it. The ball kicks off his foot, and now Lorain scrambling everywhere. They're going to turn the ball right back over
Morris telling these guys, hey, we got to settle down. We can't have those kind of things happen. That's a golden opportunity to extend a lead.
Yeah, right there, that was just Lorain needing to slow that thing down a little bit. They couldn't do it, and they give the ball right back to Avon. Lorain with a 3-point lead, 56-53, 5:55 to go in the game. Ziegler back in the game for Avon after a quick breather. They're going to get the ball inside to Kittleberger. He goes up with the left hand. He gets fouled, and he makes the shot. He's going to go to the line with a chance to tie this up.
Boy, and again, 5 minutes and 46 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Lorain already hitting that third team foul. They did such a good job of walking the tightrope in that third quarter, not sending Avon to the line a lot. You're looking, with a 1-point lead. You don't want to say you can lose it at the line, but maybe you can.
Kittleberger misses the free throw attempt, so he can't convert the 3-point play. It's rebounded by Jackson for Lorain. Jackson gets the ball up, and it's going to be a quick shot from mid-range. That's no good, rebounded by Good, as that was a quick shot for Taliano, who couldn't make it. Kittleberger quickly down to the other end. He goes up with a layup that's no good. Taliano grabs the rebound, then he tries to pass the ball out, and he gets fouled by Dean Abdul, and it'll be a foul against Avon. Lorain will inbound the ball.
It's just the first on Abdul. So there, you think about it, there's all kinds of options for Mike Fitch in terms of guys that are playing huge minutes right now, starters that are picking up their first foul well into the fourth quarter of play.
Lorain basketball, they've got a 1-point lead, 5:22 to go here in the ball game. Morris bringing the ball up, gets it over to Daniels. Daniels gets it to Jackson right in the lane. He goes up with it. He gets fouled, but he can't make the shot. He's going to go to the line for 2 free throws.
Equal foul, number 11 is third.
It's going to be on Preston Johnson.
With 2 shots.
Lorain's had success when they want to attack in this game. They opened up the third quarter by doing that and, played Avon real even to start that third quarter.
Jackson misses the first free throw. It goes in and out. We'll have another one coming.
Another final to pass along. Amherst takes care of Midview. 71-42 SWC action here tonight.
Jackson's second free throw is up and good. Makes it 57-55 with 5:15 to go in the ball game.
Much to the chagrin of Zach Sprague, the Midview Midi.
Don't let him give you a hard time, Zach. What a move by Joey Ziegler. He goes coast to coast and then finishes with a strong finish inside. His first bucket of the fourth quarter, and that ties the game up 57-57.
Where's the hard time there? I just said Zach, a Midi fan. He's waiting with bated breath on that final score.
He's been talking about it all night. Jackson with the basketball in this tie game. Lorain has it. They get it to Morris, top of the key. Morris gives it to Daniels. Daniels walks into a three-pointer. It's no good. Rebounded by Lorain, as they're going to get the ball out to Jackson. They're going to get it to Taliano under the hoop. He picks up his dribble, then swings it out to Daniels, top of the key. And now they're going to slow things down and back it out. 4:25 to go in the game. 57-57, tie game here. Lorain with the basketball. Jackson has it, dribbles left. Ball's going to get tipped and out of bounds off Dean Abdul. Lorain will maintain possession. They'll inbound it on the sideline. Pretty good minutes there by Preston Johnson, but he's going to get subbed out for Sam Griffiths. Griffiths with 12 points in this game. He's back in for Avon. Ball inbounded to Daniels. Daniel has it, left side, hounded by Kittleberger. Top of the key. Lorain taking their time as the clock ticks down to 4 minutes to go in the game. Daniels, crossover dribble. He gets into the lane. Floater is perfect. What a move there by Jeremiah Daniels. And that puts Lorain back on top, 59-57. Joey Ziegler brings the ball across midcourt, gives it to Abdul. Avon with it, trailing by 2. Abdul spins his way into the lane. Then he goes up with a right-hand shot. A good spin move there. He put Taliano in a blender. And Abdul finishes with the right hand to tie this game back up with 3.5 minutes to go.
Patience in the lane, and he was running out of space really quickly before he got to the cylinder. That was a great bucket by Abdul.
Daniels dribbles left side as he gets into the lane, tries to hand the ball off, but it's stolen by Kittleberger, who then gets it out to Ziegler. Now Ziegler brings it down the court. 3:10 to go in the game. Avon with the basketball. They get it inside to Griffiths, who is fouled by Taliano, as he goes up. And it'll be Griffiths that's going to go to the line to shoot 2 to try to put Avon on top again.
That is the 4th on Taliano. So probably all things considered a pretty good foul because I think Griffiths was going to flush that one.
Certainly looked like it. As Griffiths hits the first free throw, makes it 60-59 Avon. Griffiths toes the line, hits his second free throw, and it's a 61-59 Avon lead. 3 minutes to go in the ball game. Lorain with the basketball. Jackson brings the ball across the timeline. Gets it over to Morris on the right side. And Lorain taking their time. This was the offense they ran in the first half. And Coach Gillian telling them, get into your offense, but take your time. 2:45 to go.
And he's saying, wait until Ziegler comes out there to greet you until you initiate this. Not always a strategy that's employed when you're trailing by 2, but I think that they feel pretty content.
Avon's like, hey, listen, we'll fall back. You just let the clock run out. Well, that's what's happening right now. Morris has it just on the logo, and he's just dribbling. Coach McKillian's telling him to do that, so Morris just dribbling. Coach Mike Fitch telling his guys, yeah, be patient. Make them make the move. Now Morris is looking antsy. He wants to make the move. He will make the move. He gets a double screen, goes to the right side, gets it to Jackson, back up top to Morris. They don't see what they like, so it's going to be Morris that brings it back up top. And it's Coach Matt Killian that wants a timeout. And they're going to take a full timeout. So 2:04 to go. After all that action, just a very anticlimactic last 30 seconds of basketball. But we'll see what happens after this timeout on the all-new WEOL.com and on the Chronicle Telegram YouTube page.
At Nick Abraham Buick GMC, we offer the greatest customer experience around, plus upfront, no haggle pricing and great deals. Right now, lease the 2025 GMC Sierra for just $339 a month. Stop in or shop us at buyabraham.com.
Lorain County Community College is where you'll lock in your future success. LCCC will get you prepared, get you credentialed, and get you working. Lorain County Community College. Your goals, your career, your future. Enroll today.
Welcome back out to Avon High School, where we have had an absolute doozy of a ball game. Right now with 2:04 to go out of this Lorain timeout, it's Avon with a 61-59 lead. As Lorain has led this game for most of the game, really since the midway part of the first quarter. That's when they really turned things on. They've played a phenomenal basketball game, but Avon's really turned it up here in this fourth quarter. They outscored Lorain 19-16 in the third quarter. And here in the fourth, they are outscoring Lorain again. So again, 61-59 is the Avon lead. Lorain called that timeout, so it's Lorain basketball with 2:04 to go in the ball game.
Now it's as good a time as any to tell you the rest of our week. This is the first of 3 broadcasts. We will have Avon Lake Maria Mid-Park girls on Thursday evening in a makeup game, and Brookside at Keystone, and what could be for all the marbles in the Lorain County League on Friday.
Hey, there's a jump shot by Taliano. A nice play call there by Lorain out of the timeout, and they've tied it up with 1:45 to go in the game. Now it's Avon's turn. Ziegler gets it over left side to Abdul, guarded by Taliano. Kittleberger now has it. Top of the key. He drives into the lane. He gets bumped. He goes up for a layup. It's no good. Rebounded by Brooks. Good. He's in the lane. He's going to turn around. He's going to float it. He's going to score it. As Brooks Good hits the bucket to put Avon back up top. Minute 25 to go. 63-61 is the Avon lead.
Avon coach Mike Fitch emphatically calling out a defense right now with 1 minute and 15 seconds left to play, and Lorain still being pretty deliberate.
Chevelle Morris dribbling. He tries to swing the ball over to Daniels, but gets hacked by Dean Abdul. Dean Abdul pleading his case. I'm not sure what case he has there because he slapped Morris pretty good on that one. It'll be Lorain basketball out of bounds. 1:11 to go in the ball game. Lorain with the basketball, trailing by 2. Inbound to Daniels.
Not that they will, but I don't think you have to hurry right now either.
Daniels over to Jackson. Now they're going to weave this offense again. Morris has it. He's dribbling, top of the key. He gets into the lane. He floats it, and he scores. Chevelle Morris, his first bucket of the fourth quarter, ties it up again. And with 52 seconds to go, it's 63-63 Avon with the basketball. Joey Ziegler slowly walking the ball up the court. 43 seconds to go. He gets it to Dean Abdul. Abdul inside to Kittleberger, who's going to swing it outside. It's Griffiths for a three. No good. Rebounded Lorain. And now they've got it 33 seconds to go with a chance to win the ball game. Daniel swings it to Jackson. He gets it across the timeline. He goes right side. 24 seconds on the clock. Tie game. 63-63. Lorain with the ball. Jackson goes into the lane. They swing it out to Daniels. 15 seconds on the clock. Timeout. Matt Killian wants to talk it over. And they're going to get another full timeout. So catch your breath. 14 seconds to go. We're going to take a break. We'll be back with the conclusion, maybe, of this game here on WEOL and the Chronicle Telegram YouTube page.
At Nick Abraham Elyria Ford, we make it that easy.
This month, get 0% on all 2025 Ford F-150s, including Lightning, regular cabs, super cabs, and super duties, plus all Explorers and Escapes.
Stop in or shop us at buyabraham.com.
WEOL.com is your home for local Lorain County sports. See all the latest sports news from around the county, featuring stories by the team at the Chronicle Telegram. Check out our upcoming broadcast schedule to see when your favorite games will be streamed live and free. Find the latest scores all in one place so you never feel behind on the action. And if that's not enough, we have you covered with the latest highlights.
Their pass intercepted by Cowling. Cowling coming the other way. Goes up for the shot, made it, and he's fouled.
WEOL.com, your home for local Lorain County sports.
Buckle up. Here we go. 63-63 is the score. Lorain and Avon locked in a tight one with 14 seconds on the clock here in the fourth quarter. Lorain has called timeout. They're going to have the basketball with a chance to win it. Very different. I was watching the huddles here, Jared. Very different moods in these huddles. Avon very, very serious, very straight face in their huddle. Lots of smiles, lots of hope happening over in the Lorain huddle. So we'll see how the Titans choose to attack these final 14 seconds. Jackson will be the inbounder. Jackson, Turner, Daniels, Taliano, and Morris out there for the Titans. Here we go. 14 seconds. Could be a huge victory for Lorain. Or we may be looking at extra time. They inbound the ball to Taliano. He's got it right side, and we're going to get a timeout. And this is just going to be a 30-second timeout as Coach Killian did not like what he saw after that inbound. So 12 seconds to go in the game. And we're going to keep it right here.
So some interesting storylines to go on right now. He has depleted his complement of timeouts, as Matt Killian. So there's nothing left if they head into an extra frame. In addition to that, your team fouls do not reset heading into that extra frame either. So Lorain would be at 4, Avon would be at 3. I think that Matt Killian is telling these guys right now, we've got to come up with a look here because we want to end this in regulation rather than go to overtime. I mean, any team wants to do that, but I think he just looks at it and says, overtime's not going to suit us very well. Again, not as deep as Avon. He's asked his guys to give all the gas they have tonight, and they've done everything that they've asked and more. Tying the ball game at 63 with a chance to come away with a W here on the road. It would make it consecutive wins for the first time this calendar year for Lorain. This season.
Here we go, 12 seconds out of the timeout. Morris will be the inbounder. Again, no timeout, so they got to get it in as Morris throws it off the knee of Brooks Good and goes right back out of bounds. So the Titans will reset. As Morris has got Jackson working his way towards the backcourt, but you got to be careful there because that's Dean Abdul stalking him on defense. And that's a big, long guy you got to try to get a pass beyond. And here we go. They're finally getting things set up. Morris will inbound, and they will get it to Jackson out near the midcourt line. 10 seconds on the clock. Jackson with it. Lorain with a chance to win the game. He gets it to Daniels. Daniels, crossover dribble, gets it out to Jackson. He's got a wide open three-pointer. He gets it in and out, but it's put back. It's no good. Sam Griffiths with the rebound. And we're going to overtime. Lorain got a wide open three and then an open putback look, and neither one would go. And we're getting some free basketball here in Avon. Man, you couldn't ask for better looks for Lorain, and they just couldn't get one to go.
Yeah, the putback that you thought would be there at the right time. Turner maneuvered himself in there and got the rebound amongst the tall timber of Avon. It was everything you wanted for Lorain. It just didn't work out in that possession. We've got some bonus hoops coming up on WEOL.com and, of course, the Chronicle Telegram YouTube channel.
Lorain Medina Rural Electric offers a quick and easy way to pay bills online, monitor your daily electric use, and receive updates from your cooperative through SmartHub. Members can sign up for this service at www.lmre.org or contact the LMRE office at 440-647-2133 for more information.
All right, 4 quarters were in the books, and it wasn't enough. Not enough time to decide this game between Avon and Lorain. We're going to overtime, as it was a much better second half for the Avon Eagles. They worked their way back into it, and they forced this overtime. But what a game we've had here, Jared Kozar. I mean, just spectacular basketball being played by these two teams.
63 apiece. Some great sportsmanship between both head coaches as they shared a smile across at each other between Mike Fitch and Matt Killian, both saying good job to get us here to this point. Both want to win desperately, but they can respect the effort that's gone on. Now, overtime is going to be 4 minutes long. Each team awarded an additional timeout, so Lorain had depleted their timeouts. They get one more full timeout variety. Avon actually went in with 3. They're coming out with 4.
So Avon wins the tap, and they will start with the basketball first here in this overtime period. Kittleberger with the basketball. Gives it to Abdul, over to Joey Ziegler. Ziegler back to Kittleberger. He thought about a 3 at the top of the key. Now he's going to fire it over to Griffiths. Griffiths back over to Kittleberger. He is looking as Coach Fitch directs traffic. Kittleberger into the lane. He goes up with the left hand and finishes strong as Gavin Kittleberger opens the overtime scoring and puts Avon up top 65-63. Jackson with the basketball for Lorain. It's it to Morris. Back over to Daniels. Back to Jackson. Back to Morris. He'll get a screen. He dribbles behind his back. He's going to pop for a mid-range jumper that is pure as JaVale Morris scores for the Lorain Titans to tie the game at 65.
He's had that move going on all night long.
It's one of those shots that you have no idea how he gets it off, and it goes in almost every time. Avon with the basketball. Good has it on the left wing. He's going to dribble towards the top of the key. Now he's going to try to get into the lane, but it's stolen away by Daniels. Here comes Lorain with a break. Daniels goes up for a layup. He's fouled. Can't get the layup to go, but he's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
That'll be the 4th team foul in Avon. They're even now at 4 apiece the rest of the way out, so you got to like that if you're Lorain. You've kind of tilted that back in your favor, maybe from where you started in the first few minutes of the 4th quarter. They picked up 3 really quickly.
Jeremiah Daniels' first free throw is up and good. He had 13 in regulation, so that gives him 14 and puts Lorain back on top, 66-65. Second free throw incoming. He toes the line. Daniels puts it up, and it's perfect again. So 2 big free throws there by Daniels to make it 67-65. Here comes Joey Ziegler with a head full of steam. He gets into the lane, drives a little too far under the basket, puts a layup up, gets his own rebound, finds Griffiths for a wide open 3, and he buries it. Sam Griffiths hits the 3 to put Avon up 168-67. 2:20 to go in the overtime period. Avon with a 1-point lead. Morris with the basketball. And here we go again. Here comes Lorain. Down by a point. They're just going to dribble some air out of this basketball. Morris has it. Looking over to Coach Killian. He calls in a play. Clock ticks down to 2 minutes. Now Morris gets into the action. He's going to dribble left side, then turn it around, go back to the right. Now kick it back up top. Looking for a screen. Dribbles left side, gives it to Daniels. Daniels, top of the key. Gets around Abdul. Tries to go up and over Abdul. He goes up for a shot. It gets blocked, but they're going to say Abdul caught him with the body. Avon fans upset about the call. I think they might have a gripe on that one. It looked like Daniels created the contact, but the officials disagree, and Daniels goes back to the line.
Yeah, He'll get a chance for free throws here. And I got to tell you, Michael, I think it has to do with when Morris has the ball there, Matt Killian and Lorain feel pretty comfortable with it. He's going to be patient. If the ball was with their ball handlers, Jackson or Daniels, I think they feel like those guys would just maybe be a little bit too aggressive in those moments.
Daniels missed his first free throw, so now he's got a chance to tie it up, and he's short on that one. But it's going to be rebounded by Lorain. It's Jackson that went up for the putback. It gets blocked by about 3 different Avon defenders. And so Avon's got the basketball in a 1-point lead. Ziegler finds Good wide open under the hoop. What a pass by Ziegler to Good. And now the Avon Eagles have a 3-point lead with 1:26 to go in the game. No panic out of Lorain, though, as Morris walks the ball up. Gives it to Daniels. Daniels gets a screen, dribbles left side, pops it over to Jackson. Jackson tries to get it inside. It's tipped, and then the ball's stolen away by Avon. And now they've got the ball with 1 minute and 8 seconds to go and a 3-point lead. Abdul gets it over to Kittleberger, and then it's a timeout called by Avon. And it'll be a full timeout. So we'll take a quick break here in this overtime period, as Avon is going to have the basketball and a 3-point lead with 1:02 to go after this break on WEOL and the Chronicle Telegram YouTube page.
At Nick Abraham Elyria Ford, we make it that easy.
This month, get 0% on all 2025 Ford F-150s, including Lightning, regular cabs, super cabs, and super duties, plus all Explorers and Escapes.
Stop in or shop us at buyabraham.com.
Hi, Tim Elkhorn, Cavs radio voice. Recently, we had some trees removed. So again, singing the praises of EcoTree Services. In a few hours, EcoTree had removed the unsightly trees, cleaned the debris, and opened the area for a new fence. I can't say enough good things about the people at EcoTree. I've used them several times, always thrilled with their work. If you have trees that require pruning or need to be removed, contact EcoTree, a local business that deserves your business. They've earned mine. Go to ecotreeservices.com.
1:02 to go in this overtime period, and Avon has got the basketball outside of this timeout, and they've got a 3-point lead. And Avon looking for a bucket here out of this timeout, looking for points to try to put this game away. What a game we have had overtime, as Avon's played really well in this overtime period. They inbound the ball to Kittleberger in the backcourt. Clock ticks down to a minute. Kittleberger drives across the timeline. The ball is taken away. And let's see, the ball gets tipped away by Daniels all the way over to the sideline. And as he tried to pick it up, he stepped on the sideline. So it's out of bounds against Lorain. Avon maintains possession, 56 seconds to go. Kittleberger will be the inbounder. He gets it into Ziegler. Ziegler's got it. 54 seconds. Lorain's got to get up and defend him. Ziegler continues dribbling it out. 45 seconds on the clock. Lorain's got to get up and just stay on him. Now Ziegler will drive past the defender. He'll get into the lane. He'll float it. No good. Abdul gets the rebound. He floats it up. No good. And Lorain comes down with the rebound. And now the Lorain Titans, with 30 seconds to go, are going to have a chance to tie this thing up. As I think just a mistake there by Ziegler. I think he wanted to run that out a little bit more, Jared, but he kind of panicked, shot the ball up, he missed it, and Lorain gets a chance.
Well, I believe that's what happened too, is maybe he got into the lane too quick in terms of how they want to initiate there, was forced to take that shot. Abdul comes down with the rebound. That's what's lost in the exchange. He comes down with the rebound, still can't convert, and Lorain somehow got out of there with it again, giving up a lot of size in that paint and down low. And as you mentioned, 30 seconds, they'll probably be content to walk it up and, figure out what goes on. If you're Avon, up 3, fouling becomes an option at some point as well to just, see if you can kind of control the outcome of the game that way. We'll see what happens. Final score to bring along to you, Elyria on the road knocks off Westlake 82-72. Other finals we have Amherst over Midview tonight, 71-42 in Southwestern Conference play. Oberlin goes on the road. It gets a nice win over Brooklyn, 44-37. Kurt Russell and company finishing their season out pretty strong. It was Columbia taking rivalry renewed against Cuyahoga Heights earlier this evening, 56-48, and Clearview all over Open Door, 77-56.
Well, let's see if we're approaching the conclusion here. Out of this timeout, it's going to be Lorain basketball. 30 seconds on the clock in this overtime period, and they are trailing 70-67.
Something we didn't talk about, would Lorain try to move quickly, get a bucket, and then force Avon back on offense, and then foul him, see what goes on there, and try to elongate the game that way? Don't know.
Lorain gets it into Jackson. He dribbles it across the timeline. He gets a screen from Morris. He tries to get it back to Morris. It's tipped by Good, and then Jackson dribbles it off his own foot and out of bounds. And a costly turnover there for the Lorain Titans. They never even get a shot off. And with 18 seconds to go, Avon is going to get the ball. We'll take one last break here as Avon will take a timeout right here. But stay tuned for the conclusion of this one on WEOL and the Chronicle Telegram YouTube page.
At Nick Abraham Buick GMC, we offer the greatest customer experience around, plus upfront, no haggle pricing and great deals. Right now, lease the 2025 GMC Sierra for just $339 a month. Stop in or shop us at buyabraham.com.
Lorain County has a story every day. Make sure you don't miss it. From breaking news and high school sports to schools, business, and community events, the Chronicle has it all. Stay connected to your neighbors and your home team with coverage that matters most to you. Don't just hear about Lorain County, know Lorain County. Subscribe today at chroniclet.com/subscribe and get the news that keeps you in the know. The Chronicle Telegram, Lorain County's largest newspaper.
18 seconds to go in this ball game. Avon is going to have the basketball after just an unforced turnover for Lorain. And Avon 18 seconds away with this 70-67 lead from securing a hard-fought victory. You'd imagine Lorain will foul right out of this timeout. We'll see how they approach it. Brooks Good will be the inbounder as he will get it in to Ziegler. Ziegler in the backcourt, and he's going to get fouled. And he'll go to the line as Abel Torres fouled him. And we're going to see there's going to be a little conversation here. That was a bit of a hard foul. I don't think there was anything malicious about it except for he hit him a little bit high.
What happened, I think Torres made a big swat motion initially, and then when they didn't call the foul next, he didn't connect, kind of made more emphasis the second time.
That is, I will say that is a personal pet peeve in a game like this, when a guy's clearly trying to foul and the officials don't call it, and then he feels like he has to have more of a foul
emphasis,
action.
Right.
And then he's going to get penalized potentially more for it. The officials are all outside, or all at midcourt talking this over. We'll see what they come up with. My hope is that I don't think there's anything malicious. I don't think there's any reason to call it anything other than a common foul and move on.
He did not connect on the first attempt and then wanted to just go again. It was more demonstrative that time, and I think he had to prove a point when he made the foul, made contact. So, yeah, hopefully they get together and talk it over. I think usually if you're coming up with this kind of an explanation, you're going to say that it's not going to be as evident as just a clear and present foul that's going to be intentional.
This is a little ridiculous on the length of time this is taking. Now they're going to call both coaches over.
Leading you to believe that maybe it is going to be of a more exciting variety.
They got both coaches standing at the scorer's table. 15 seconds to go in the game, 70-67. And let's see, I think they're going to call a common foul. Let's see.
Yeah.
Yep, both coaches high-five each other, and I think we're going to get a common foul. And it's going to be 2 shots for Joey Ziegler.
So a little bit of an elongated explanation, but that's a good piece of officiating when you get together and confer to make the call and then explain it clearly to both coaches. I think everybody can accept that outcome, at least in terms of how it presented itself on the floor.
So Joey Ziegler connects on the first free throw, and that's big because that makes it a 4-point game with 15 seconds to go.
Now Lorraine's going to have to move.
They sure are. Ziegler misses the second one. Rebound Lorain, and here come the Titans. Jackson quickly down the floor, gets it into the corner for Daniels. He's got a 3-point attempt that's no good. Rebounded by Avon, and now it's Clapham that's quickly bringing the ball down to the other side of the court. 3 seconds to go, and Lorain won't foul again. Overtime comes to an end, and what a game we had here. The Avon Eagles survived the Lorain Titans. What a fight the Titans put up. But the final score here is Avon 71, Lorain 67. Stick with us We've got the post-game show coming up right after this on WEOL and the Chronicle Telegram YouTube page.
At Nick Abraham Elyria Ford, we make it that easy.
This month, get 0% on all 2025 Ford F-150s, including Lightning, regular cabs, super cabs, and Super Duties, plus all Explorers and Escapes.
Stop in or shop us at buyabraham.com.
Lorain Medina Rural Electric offers a quick and easy way to pay bills online, monitor your daily electric use, and receive updates from your cooperative through SmartHub. Members can sign up for this service at www.lmre.org or contact the LMRE office at 440-647-2133 for more information.
Lorain County Community College is where you'll lock in your future success. LCCC will get you prepared, get you credentialed, and get you working. Lorain County Community College. Your goals, your career, your future. Enroll today.
Hi, Tim Elkhorn, Cavs radio voice. Recently, we had some trees removed. So again, singing the praises of EcoTree Services. In a few hours, EcoTree had removed the unsightly trees, cleaned the debris, and opened the area for a new fence. I can't say enough good things about the people at EcoTree. I've used them several times, always thrilled with their work. If you have trees that require pruning or need to be removed, contact EcoTree, a local business that deserves your business. They've earned mine. Go to ecotreeservices.com.
At Nick Abraham Buick GMC, we offer the greatest customer experience around, plus upfront, no haggle pricing and great deals. Right now, lease the 2025 GMC Sierra for just $339 a month. Stop in or shop us at buyabraham.com.
And welcome into the post-game show. What a game we had here tonight. The Avon Eagles come away. They escape with an overtime victory over the Lorain Titans. Final score 71-67. Michael Keefe, Jared Kozar here. Zach Sprague running the camera for us. But Jared, I try not to be too hyperbolic when I talk about really anything. But I think, especially of our WEOL slate of games we've had all season, if this isn't right up there with Game of the Year, I don't know what is. This was good basketball all the way around by both teams.
I would have to agree, and I'll tell you what, I do most of these contests. I don't think we've had overtime on the boys' side this year. So for that to come basically in the last few games of our regular season coverage, you're talking about the second week of February here. That says a lot about what's gone on. I think maybe back at the DeFranco we had a buzzer beater attempt or maybe one waved off. Keystone in Olmsted Falls was one that I could think of. But aside from that, I don't think that we've seen overtime here on the boys' side. Certainly not in the 2026 campaign, but I don't think at all prior to that either.
But it's not even that, right, Jared?
Right.
It's not. We see overtime games when it's 32-32 and both teams play sloppy and nobody can shoot the basketball, and that's what it is.
Game.
But this was, sure, it had its moments of slop and turnovers and whatever. But for the most part, this was two teams that played really hard and played really well, and it was Avon that just was able to throw a couple more punches in that overtime period to get the victory. But those are like the best kinds. Those are the ones sometimes when you're in our position and maybe you've had a long day and you want to go home and go to sleep, the overtime makes you go, not this one though. I could have watched. I was kind of hoping we were going to get a little more of this game.
Maybe another frame. And truth be told, Michael, that's been a common theme with this game over the past 3 seasons. They've been lucky enough to play it 3 times. They've gone to the wire each time. I think they split. I think Avon got a good one over in Lorain last year, and this one was no different. Avon at home, though, takes care of business. But, this has been a really good series, and I think it's good for the community, both communities. Like you said, Lorain, well represented here tonight. Avon always does a great job of packing the house, but everybody in attendance was treated to a quality evening of varsity basketball.
And I'll tell you what, it got me going a little bit. And I was going to say this, but we kind of ran into the end of the game there. But when the officials kind of stopped themselves and made that call at the end, and they made the right call, sometimes when you're an official, you get into the game and you get into the atmosphere, and you don't want to make a rash judgment out there. That's how it was for us up here, though. I was into this game, and I give a lot of credit to that, not just to the players, the coaches, all that, but these crowds were unbelievable. We're sitting over here on the Lorain side, and it was you could feel these stands moving throughout the game. It was an awesome atmosphere at Avon. Both crowds to be commended. And, again, congrats to the Eagles for coming away with this victory. We're going to get you into some stats, see if we have any other score clarifications. Then we're going to get out of here to wrap up this postgame show. But I'll start with the scoring stats over here. And let's start with the victorious Avon Eagles, as they were paced by who else but Joey Ziegler. He averages 15 points to lead him. He had 19 tonight, including 1 in the overtime period. Next up was Sam Griffiths, who was spectacular scoring the basketball in this game. He had 3 in the overtime period to pace Avon, finished with 17 points. 16 for Brooks Good, the junior 6'4" forward. He had 2 in overtime, 16 in total. And then from there, the other scorer in overtime was Gavin Kittleberger. He finished with 8. He had a big bucket in the overtime period as well. Elsewhere on the score sheet, Dean Abdul finished with 7 points, and then 2 points each for Preston Johnson and for Trevor Sikora. On the other side, for the Lorain Titans, they were paced by Javel Morris, 18 points. He had 2 in overtime, just not quite enough to put him over. The other player that scored in overtime for Lorain with a bucket was their their third leading scorer. But Jeremiah Daniels had a bucket in overtime. He finished with 15. Jalen Jackson finished with 16 points, so those 3 guys really led the way for this Lorain offense. Elsewhere on the score sheet, Julian Turner finishes with 4 points. Isaiah Maldonado finishes with 3. Kane Taliano finishes with 6. Nehemiah Gardner finishes with 3. And Abel Torres finishes with 2. And I'll tell you what, I don't want to harp on anything bad if you're Lorain, but I'm thinking about those scoring stats, and I'm thinking about the one guy that is going to envision a shot from this game for a long time from now. And he's a guy that played a pretty good game. 4 points for Julian Turner, but the one he's going to think about forever is that putback at the end of regulation where he just came up short with it after an offensive rebound. That would have won the game for Lorain, and instead they go into overtime and they lose it, but still just great effort by all those kids out there.
Yeah, the Lorain High Titans will take something from this. I know it's really difficult considering the season they're having, but they went over and, again, gave a very good Avon basketball team everything they wanted here tonight, and I think that's what we've come to expect in this rivalry matchup. For the Titans, they're the tough luck losers tonight. 26 of 55 from the field, so 47% in the first half and 47% for the ball game. 8 of 16 at the line. Very similar to what their numbers were in the first half. 26 rebounds, 8 turnovers. Not a whole lot of turnovers in this game, despite some of the sloppy play early. For the Avon Eagles, who come away with the 4-point victory in overtime. They were 24 of 57 from the field, so 42% on the evening, 19 of 27 at the line. They hit 70% of their free throws. They went there 27 times. They took advantage when they did. 35 rebounds, won that battle, and 11 turnovers for the Avon Eagles, so nothing glaring in terms of those statistics from the turnover standpoint. Both teams shot 33% from distance in the second half. Avon was 2 of 6, Lorain 3 of 9.
Well, those are the team stats and the scoring stats from this one. Jared, did you find any other scores, or are we all caught up on those and you want to just do the schedule for the rest of the week?
Let's give you our finals that we have. It was Elyria knocking off Westlake 82-72. Amherst took care of Midview 71-42 in SWC play. Oberlin gets the better of Brooklyn 44-37. Hats off to Kirk Russell and company, doing very well at the close of their campaign. And it was Clearview getting back in the win column with a 77-56 win over Open Door. And Columbia knocks off Cuyahoga Heights 56-48. Those are our finals from tonight. Again, the first of 3 games this week online at WEOL.com and the CT YouTube channel. We'll be in business on Thursday evening over at Berea Mid-Park, Avon Lake, in a girls matchup, a weather game, a weather makeup from last week, as 2 weeks ago. They'll be taking on Berea Mid-Park at 7 o'clock over at Berea Mid-Park. Brookside and Keystone for what we believe will be for the Lorain County League come Friday evening over in Cat Country. Ron Yance on the call of both of those games that we'll have this week. So we're really excited to bring that one to you as far as the Lorain County League is concerned. And, of course, the Nick Abraham Saturday Sports wrap-up show come your way on Saturday morning. Ron Yance and I will be on that one. That'll wind up our coverage for the week. We'll wrap around to next Tuesday. You're going to have Open Door making the trip to Wellington. I don't think it's this crew. I think it's the 2 of us. Nick Hershey, maybe, I think, makes his way over to Wellington. Don't know.
Well, it was fun, Zach.
Zach, we'll come up with that. You and I are joining forces again on Thursday evening over at Berea Mid-Park.
Well, what a game we had here. Again, we're getting ready to wrap this schedule up, and we're going to take you into the playoffs for these squads as well. But, man, you'd be hard-pressed to find a better game than the one we had here at Avon tonight. We're going to just wrap things up by giving you our thank yous, and then we'll get out of here on this Tuesday night. First thank you goes out to the fine folks here at Avon Schools, Eric Frombach, Athletic Director, and Coach Mike Fitch, and the rest of the crew here at Avon, just first class all the way, as always. And just a great setup here, so thanks to them for getting us set up. Second thank you goes out to our sponsors tonight, Nick Abraham Buick GMC and Nick Abraham Elyria Ford at Route 57 and East Broad Street in Elyria. Lorain County Community College, real education for good jobs. The Lorain Medina Rural Electric Cooperative, your Touchstone Energy partner, and Eco Tree Services, your complete tree care company. Last thank you and biggest thank you, as always, goes out to all of you that support WEOL and that tune in. Watch us on the YouTube page, listen to us on the go. Make sure you download the WEOL app so you can put us in your pocket, take us with you everywhere. But we appreciate your support, as always. That's going to do it again for us. An overtime thriller. Avon moves to 14-5 on the year. They extend their winning streak to 5 games with a 71-67 victory over the Lorain Titans in overtime. That's it for us. For Jared Kozar, for Zach Sprague, I'm Michael Keefe. We'll talk to you after the next game.